can't really have the control to keep anybody else from coming up on that inside.
So for the first time today, we take a break from the mile races and we head over to the 800-meter races in our show here. This is going to be the final Surge girls 800-meter. Annie Miller and Lindsay Cairns getting the introduction. That's Emily Stecky of DePaul College of Illinois. Paige Stewart, local kid from Blue Springs right here in Missouri. Elena Rybick of Father McGivney, a Notre Dame commit, an Illinois 1A state champion in the 800 and 1600. As they're introducing now our top three athletes, Abby Downen of Unionville, Pennsylvania was 6th in this race last year in 2:08:03, lifetime best 2:06:70. You have Mia Perez of Smithson Valley out of Texas, the Texas 5A state champion, 5th in the 1600 at that state meet as well. We off to head to Austin next fall to run for the Longhorns. And then our top returner from last year's field, finishing 5th in the 800 section, Elisa Wilms of Father Tolton, Missouri, another home state favorite, lifetime best 2:04:92. The Missouri Class 4 state champion in the 800 and 1600, and a future Oklahoma State cowgirl as well.
Unless I have this wrong, Ryback is actually the top returning. She ran a PR 2:06:68 in this race last year, finishing 3rd. Then Paige Stewart was 4th, and Elise Wilmus was 5th. So we have the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place finishers from last year's race all returning. And I would imagine that those three, maybe along with Perez, will be putting their stamp on this race.
The meet record in this event set last year by Tessa Buswell, which she just punched her ticket to the NCAA championships for BYU in the women's 800. There you see the field and their lane assignments. Fastest time belongs to Wilms in 2:04:92. And has ran a season's best 2:06:26. Again, the Missouri Class 4 state champion in the 800 and 16.
Fastest time in the country this year by Emery Ross, 2:00:53. Wilmus, a good competitor, winning the Class 4 title both last year and this year in the 800 and 1600. So 4-time state champion on the track.
From the inside out, it's Stecky, Stewart, Downen, Wilms, Perez, Ryback, Cairns, Annie Miller, and then our pacer is Delaney Brinker on the outside in 8 in 61 seconds per 400.
Well, Delaney Brinker going out, but nobody's going with her. And it's single file, so Brinker must be going at a pretty decent clip here.
Looking at where they go through the first 300 meters, right around 45 seconds. So the prescribed pace is 61 seconds. So just maybe, perhaps the rest of the field is running 61 seconds, and just a little bit quick from our pacer. 60 seconds through that first lap. 60.74 for Elise. 60.89 for Mia Perez, then 60.96 for Abby Downen.
And I give credit to the runners. They're having excellent sense of pace not to go with our pace setter, who was supposed to be running that a little bit slower, 61-second pace. But Wilmus looks terrific out in front here.
Starting to pull away from the field as Brinker, I should say, stepped off the track, and about a 5-meter difference between her and the rest of the field. She takes a look right over her left shoulder.
Stewart coming up. Stewart really making a move, but Wilmus putting in another gear here.
And a battle between the top 2 Missouri athletes so far in 2025. Is the Missouri Class 4 state champion, right near that sub-2-minute barrier, and it's going to take the win here. Meet record for Wilms in 2:04:05, and a U.S. number 7 for their Father Tolton, Missouri standout.
Well, it's interesting. The top 3 returnees from last year went 1, 2, 3 here, with Wilmus running 2:04:05, Stewart 2:05:92, and Ryback 2:07:05. So the 3 athletes that knew this track, that knew this event, go 1, 2, 3. Wilmus is a talent. She really looked terrific. I'll tell you what, Dave Smith's going to be happy with this recruit.
Oh, and not to mention the fact Paige Stewart is also going to Oklahoma State as well.
Wow, yeah, 2 of them. That's a nice haul. And you can see Wilmus upright, not looking distressed whatsoever, holding form very, very well. Major talent. I really like the way her running mechanics are. Very impressive performance. Very, very nice.
So the 2 Missouri athletes under the meet record, again, was 2:06:55 from Tessa Buswell out of California back. It only lasted just a year, Tom, and now we have 2 of them underneath the meet record, and they come from the same state and make the Missouri faithful happy here under the lights at St. Louis University High School.
My question for you, Keaton, is Caitlin Collier ran 2:03:32 in the pro race in 2017. So that theoretically would be the fastest 800 running. Should that be the meet record, or should the meet record be what you run in the race?
I would think it's what you run in the race. I mean, of course, you give credit to what Caitlin Collier ran in the pro field, but that was a totally different race compared to what the high school race is. So I think you got to give credit to what these ladies do against each other.
No argument there. Just curious.
Two top 15 performances from the future Cowgirl teammates in Stewart and Wilms.
Wilmus really has that kind of prototypical 800, 1500 build, and she is the Missouri Class 4 champion at 1600 the last 2 years. Her 1600 PR, 446.33. I mean, if I am Dave Smith watching this, I am going, man, oh man, did I really pick up a major talent.
Five girls in total were under 2:10 in that race alone. Really good performance from Elena Ryberg, 2:07:05. Then Annie Miller, 2:08:26 for fourth. And then Lindsay Cairns from 2:09:81 for fifth. Let's hear from our champion in the final Surge Girls 800 with Tyler Day.
Missouri State record holder. Elise, like you said, Missouri State record holder, 2:04 on the clock. First off, this is not your first time here. What keeps you coming back for more?
I just think the environment, obviously it's really fun with all the Missouri people now at the Missouri Mile, but yeah, it's just a bunch of fun competitors and, it's fun, it's local,
And after year of just getting close and not making to the mountaintop, tell me, how does it feel to be at the summit?
Yeah, it feels awesome. I knew I was about to run a good time, and thankfully I got to do it here with amazing crowd and my family and my friends, so yeah.
Everybody, please congrats on your very own women's 800 meter champion, Elise Wilms.